Hello, valued viewers. I hope you're all doing very well and welcome back to the Liberation of Kuwait Starscream Send.
So this is actually the third time we'll have done this mission. This was actually the very first mission I ever made for the Grim Reapers, but that was about 3 years ago. And we most definitely didn't have a Strike Eagle, and we didn't have an Apache. Details have changed a little bit from what we used to do, and now we get to do it with all the new fancy modules that DCS has blessed us with. But just to make sure to go over the mission, to make sure everybody knows what's going on, it's going to be 7 o'clock in the morning, so the sun will be just rising in the east, and our restrictions are no AIM 120s because they didn't exist yet, or AIM 9Xs, or anything that's GPS guided. Everything that is laser guided is still allowed. So GPUs, Mavericks, Hellfires, all that stuff existed back in 1991. And in 1991, the Liberation of Kuwait was a sub operation of Operation Desert Storm. Obviously was going on at the time, but this was only a 4-day operation from February 24th to the 28th. We'll be partaking in the very first day of the ground liberation. U.S. troops and coalition forces entered to find the Iraqis surrendering in Marseille. There were some definitely heavy pockets of resistance. There's several different video links you can go ahead and watch about that. But after 4 days of fighting, all the Iraqi troops were expelled from Kuwait, near ending the nearly 7-month occupation of the smaller country. Coalition forces suffered 1,100 casualties, and then Iraqi estimates are somewhere between 30 and 150,000. So going down to the map and the kind of the overall concept of the operation here, we'll be using the Persian Gulf map. The reason we use the Persian Gulf map is because there is no actual Kuwait. However, if we take Dubai and we make it Kuwait City, it becomes pretty close to Kuwait if you flip it. So a lot of the territory around that area is long and flat. A lot like how Kuwait is. We have a large city that's on the Persian Gulf, just like Kuwait City is. So this actually works really well for what we're going to be doing. The green dotted line is obviously Kuwait. The northeastern area there is Iraq, and the southern area is supposed to be Saudi Arabia. There are TACAN stations for every single place you can land. Those are there on the map. Everything you see on this map is also on the F10 map in the mission. So if you ever get lost and you don't know where you're going, you can go ahead and click on that. The markers that are put on there are map markers, especially for the enemy positions. Those are rough enemy positions where they are. So just realize that when you see mechanized infantry or artillery or whatever it might be, that is the rough position that the intel guys were able to get us. Going over to tasking A, again, digging deeper a little bit into the actual history of the Liberation Kuwait, the 4 days that actually went on. In real life, there was a prototype air-to-ground surveillance radar, which I think is known as J-STARS today. Somebody correct me. It was actually had just gotten into country like a few weeks, I think, beforehand, or 30 days or something. And it had it literally was the prototype that the military said, hey, get this off the factory shelf. We want to go ahead and test it. We have an opportunity to actually test it in real life combat here. So, and one of the very first things it picked up was a gigantic signature of ground units leaving Kuwait City, which F-15s had just come back from their night mission, striking targets in Iraq, and the commander of U.S., whoever the commander of the squadron was, came back and said, hey, I know you guys are really tired. You just came back from mission, but we have to have you get out there and see what the heck this is, because all we know is we're getting huge radar returns. And it ended up being what was known as the Highway of Death. It was the Iraqis that are going to be escaping from Kuwait City with not just their own military vehicles, but all the other vehicles that they were stealing from the Kuwaitis and the country. So everything you see in that convoy is a military target, even if it looks like it's a civilian truck. It is still just the Iraqi army plundering it and trying to take it back to Iraq. Waypoint 1 is going to be on the far west side of that blue circle you see there, and Waypoint 2 is going to be on the far east side of that circle. So you should encounter the convoy somewhere between Waypoint 1 and Waypoint 2 when you get there. There are some Easter eggs at Waypoint 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if you completely decimate the Highway of Death and you have some other stuff to do there, F-15s, you have other waypoints you can go and kind of have some fun seeing what is there. Going to tasking B, we have Fury Flight, which is our F-18s that are going to be concentrating on Iraqi Republican Guard forces that are holding airports and airfields that are in Kuwait, that are also supporting some of the rotary ring operations. Those are waypoints 1, 2, and 3 in white there. And then Falcon, which I think we only have one GR member flying an F-16 today. He has waypoint.
That's me.
Oh, you do have two? Okay. That's good, because you guys are taking on the most difficult targets in the entire theater. You're taking on the Iraqi Republican Guard. There are two forces that are set there as reserve. Waypoint 1 is the one group that's set to help support the forces that are on the border, and Waypoint 2 are the forces that are up there kind of sitting as a reserve between Kuwait and Iraq. These are the only two places on the map that have SAMs. They have SA-9 Strelas. So if you're going to be hitting them, make sure you're trying to hit them from up high, because they do have IR guided missiles. So probably when you ingress and egress out of the target area, drop some flares if you're low, below 10,000 feet, and just be careful. And that also goes for everybody else. So if anybody else isn't paying attention to tasking B, because I don't think it has anything to do with them, stay away from the red circles that are going to be on the map. Jarhead, which is our Harriers, are going to be having waypoint 1 as their ingress, and then they have waypoint 2, 3, and 4 are the Iraqi forces directly across the joint forces that are made up of Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Syrian, Egyptian, and other Arab countries, and also the United States Marine Corps that were coming right in. So however you guys want to split it up, you don't always have to hit waypoint 2 first. You can always hit waypoint 4 or 3 and help anybody out. Oulet is the Canadian F-18s that are going to be hitting the command and control on the Iraqi command and control at waypoint 2, 1, 2, and 3, as you can see there. I think we might have one person that's going on. We don't have anybody in the Liberation. That's the Gazelles that are supporting the Arab Joint Task Force. And Snake is the Cobras, which are going to be done by KA-50s, which I'm not sure if we have anybody. Again, waypoints 1, 2, and 3, and 4 are rough locations of where the enemy are. They're not exactly. Moving to tasking B, almost done here. We get to do Arrow and Bow, and then which are our Apaches, and then Rage and Lightning, which are A-10s. You all have the exact same waypoints, 1 through 7. So 1 through 6 are all the frontline Iraqi units that are going to have American forces, attacking them directly. And then waypoint 7 is over here with the French Expeditionary Force, which is going to be trying to come around the side here on the eastern flank. Aggressor, which is our French fighters, you have waypoint 1 as your ingress, and then you have waypoint 2, 3, and 4, again, are rough locations of the frontline units. And then you do have a command and control post up there at waypoint 5 that you can also attack if you end up taking out all the forces that are arrayed against the French Expeditionary Force there. Please make sure that you don't accidentally shoot down the American airborne troops that are trying to do their task at task E, which is they're going to be, in real life, they tried to take a airfield, if I remember correctly, but here we're just going to be taking a crossroads because there's no airfield out this far towards Iraq. But Hydra is going to be coming in at course 356 for 25 nautical miles. You will see this crossroads. Land in the LZ, and your helicopters, at least the HIPs that are playing as Chinooks, will automatically drop off troops for you. HIPs, maybe we can get some help from you from the A-10s or somebody else to help escort you a little bit. Myself and Bendy are in A-10As, so we could possibly come and help them a little bit that way. The only resistance that you're going to have there is light infantry, so it shouldn't be anything that a door gunner shouldn't be able to deal with, but I mean, it's still a bunch of light infantry, so just don't go flying in there. Make sure that you clear the area first before you try to land.
Let's have a look at today's flights. We have Fury, Bog, Fire, Bean, Shrek, Jarhead, Aviate-B, Matrix, Tuxor, Elo, Hawk, Mudhen, Groundspeed, Signori, Cap and Simba, Bear, Viper, Mudhen, Chef and Jackal, Aloué, CF-18, Makabu, Lion, Mirage, Milo, Drop, Falcon, Ato, Rage, A10, Blood, Cover, Snake, Cobra, Redo, Aggressor, Gazelle, RT, Lightning, A10A, Starscream, Bendy, Blight, Arrow, Apache, Damp Sock, Harath, and Mrs. Harath. What's this? Tanky, Bow, Apache, Danny, Jigsaw, Hydra Alpha, Blackhawk, Matrix again? In 2 planes, I guess. No, it's not. That's my bad. And Hydra Bravo, Gak, and Poosh, Cap, and Simba, Comcheck, 125.
We got your 5x5, Cap.
Signore, hello, and what, we're taking out stuff on our road. What armament do you want to take?
So Grandspeed and I had a think about this, and we like the iron bombs more than the cluster bombs, so we're taking 12 Mark 82s, and we're going to also take 3 GBU 24s, 2 on the wingtips, 1 on the center line.
Alright, I'll match you. Simba, rearming complete. Please start setting up packs. Read back.
Affirm, setting up packs.
Can I please have my Mark 82s in C-dip, in step, and in nose tail fuse, and you set the GBU 24s up however you think the best. Signore, are you good if me and Simba have default 1688?
Yeah, that's fine. I think nobody else is using it, so that's perfect.
Viewers, it's going to be a bit laggy and jerky when I look around because we've got literally hundreds of units simulated in Kuwait, so, you know, it's just a trade-off you have to do. Okay, yes, I see we have a teapot. This guy's got a very different loadout. Look at him, Simba, ahead. Oh no, we can't see, but he's all GBUs.
Oh, I see him.
Yep. Someone ignoring orders.
I'm gonna hold on the right next to the tornadoes.
When we're going for attack, you may best remind me about master mode because you know I'll forget.
Roger, Chef.
And then I'll just be embarrassed.
Jackalow falling.
You are currently in air-to-air. It just tells me it's just little lights, but I have it down near my
screen. Check in on 125.
Look, RAF tornadoes. There's RAF tornadoes ahead of it. Except they were in a different colour scheme in real life. They were in desert pink. One of our members was actually flying one of those in this war. Isn't that cool? Got to the point where our own members used to fly these in this war. We're very, very lucky men.
Oh god, there's so many Strike Eagles. This is awesome. We're going to create the highway of death today, boys.
Yep.
Very excited about this.
Alright, Sig, brakes us 85.
Roger. And set.
Release 3, 2, 1 now. Burn 3, 2, 1 now.
Awesome, looks great, good job.
Alright, 150 rotate.
Simba, can you check gear travel?
Affirm.
Lost lead, I'm just putting off.
Gears up. Go ahead and put flaps up.
Roger. Flaps travelling. Alright, we're airborne. Woof.
Alright, turning 360.
Back us out of burn.
He's going mill.
Roger.
Let's climb to 20, hard deck 13 today.
Was that Angels 1-3?
Yep, Angels 1-3 hard deck for the IR SAMs and Menpads.
Roger.
Sick, you remember the best altitude for the GMT?
I want to say probably just around 20 is where you were having luck with it.
Roger, let's climb.
Angels 2-0, copy. Roger, going radar on from standby.
Guys, we need to deconflict our radar channels. Use your flight number plus the second flight if you need to.
Rod. Seniority's on A2.
Captain Simba Alpha 3. Simba, can you take over flying for a bit so I can do some fancy photography? I completely forgot.
Alright, we're gonna make that right-hand turn towards
You have control.
waypoint 1.
Copy, lead.
I love Nordic crew. A lot.
Damn, we look good, boy.
I'm not even flying, Simba's flying, and I'm just taking nice pictures of you guys.
Nice. There must be a lot of vehicles over there because I'm getting like 35 frame.
Man, I'm really struggling also. Let's just pound through it.
Yeah.
Okay, Simba, I'm on the air to ground radar searching now. Oh, it's limited to 40 miles. We've got a ways to go yet.
If I don't look good right now, it's because I'm loading the weapons into the SMIZ.
Is that the reason, Signore?
Roger. It's my reason for today.
I don't know who's furthest on the right. Check speed brake.
Guys, I'm seeing the max range of the GMT air to ground of 40 miles. Have I got that right?
That's correct, sir.
Roger.
Grand speed, you might be releasing your push to talk too quickly because we're missing a lot of the comms.
Yeah, I have to be precise with this new throttle. I'll be careful.
Roger, just letting you know.
Sick, can you monitor 2s?
Yeah, stand by.
Caps on 2s as well. I have nothing of interest yet.
Roger. Once we get to about 60, we'll offset left 20 degrees to heading 035.
That's the beauty of flying with GRC, Cap.
Mm-hmm.
We will get in tight and be comfortable.
Roger, roger. Huh, my air-to-ground radar's being weird. Gotta go and fix that thing. Right, distance to steer point is 66 miles. 20 miles and we'll be able to start seeing things.
Look at you bunch of show-offs.
Hello, what are you in?
I'm in an 18. I'm in an F88. So you
What did he say?
head back to Tara. Free on.
You've used your weapons already?
Roger that.
You son of a bitch.
Alright, flight ready to make a left-hand turn. We're gonna fly up the coastline. 3, 2, 1, rolling left.
Who the hell is that ahead of us?
Choosing your delivery plan.
Copy. Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay, cool.
Alright, GMT showing con returns at 30
dropped on
miles. That
something.
is not
Tanky shooting
our
something with an
target.
H-64.
Right. Wow, I actually see returns on this thing.
Where are you getting them in relation to steer point 1, Signore?
So if you look at the lines that are giving you, that are breaking this screen down, it's right below the second mile line, about 28, 27 mile.
Yeah, I'm reading the same contact, but nothing that's obviously a massive convoy, just sporadic contacts. I think we're going for dumb bombs first, Simba, just so I can get rid of that weight, and then we'll start laser guiding stuff.
Affirm, you are set up for dumb bombs first.
Roger, no contact yet. Convoy sighted on radar. Convoy sighted on radar.
Yeah, I see a 2 cap.
Request permission to engage.
Do you see it, Grand Speed?
Fire at will, fire at will.
Simba, I'm getting control
All
of
right.
that, please.
You have control.
Air to ground.
Turn in, we'll
selected.
follow you, Grand Speed. Do you see it?
Affirm, you are in air to ground.
I'm following Simba.
I'm going in via the radar.
I'm
Yeah, I got
braking
it on
up
my
and
phone.
right.
Affirm, looking with the teapot.
I'm diving. Coming off the gas. Make sure flares are set up, please.
They are.
It's the first time I've used air to ground radar like this, so it might be a bit touch and go, if I'm honest.
Alright, Sig, I got the lead point tracks he does. I'll try to stop the convoy.
Be careful of man pads and stuff down there, guys.
Roger, hard deck noted, climbing. Oh, I failed to find it so far, Simba. I just couldn't seem to.
I have, I believe, them on
I
the
see
highway.
smokes on the location
Nice.
of the convoy.
Well done, well done, well done. Right, how do I get to, how do I know where that bastard's, where that T-point's pointing, Simba? I've just got to climb, I just went too low, so, and we're not in a hurry.
It looks to be a little bit off your left.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Don't forget to set your laser code on the teapot.
Roger, on. Down to dive.
Everybody's 1688.
On target, on target, on target.
No, we all deconflicted.
Not on the bombs.
I'm gonna run down the radial.
I did.
Trying to get eyes on the target.
Cap, are you going for the lead group of vehicles or the one that's more to the right?
1 o'clock.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna go for. If they're moving left to right, I'm going for the.
See that major
right
highway?
one.
Yep.
Moving
That's
inland.
running left to right.
Yeah.
Should be there.
Cap and Simba running in. Come on, lag, don't fail me now.
Alright, grand speed, pickle to 5 seconds.
Go back to the back
Check and
convoy
flare,
if
please,
you can,
Simba.
Cap. I got
Just
the front
flare.
one.
Cloud cover. Goddamn cloud cover. Something's happening. A flare, check and flare out, Simba.
Pickle, blazing.
I'm now frozen. I'm gonna have
Goddamn,
to
bombs
take
out.
this game.
Cap, 12 bombs out. Splash 1,000,001 things. Now that is the highway of death, viewers. Splash lots. I don't know which group it was, but I got something.
Yep, Shack lead vehicle. Convoy should be stopped.
That's sexy, viewers. That was incredibly sexy. Simba, let me know when you're back in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we went quickly the second time, Grand Speed, I see.
Simba and Cap are Winchester on dumb bombs. We're setting an orbit up for precision weapons.
Affirm. Sick grand speed coming in for a east to west bomb run.
ETA to get you back, Simba.
2 minutes. I think I did a thing. The thing would have been I could not remove my bots from Kuwait. Alright, requesting the back seat.
Roger. Right, don't touch anything. I've got one laser guided bomb dropping, and then I'll hand it back to you, Simba. Just watch the T-pod and let me know when that thing explodes.
Special coming in from the south.
Laze is flashing. Does that mean that it's lasing? I think it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright. Hopefully that will hit viewers. Oh my god. Simba, you take over. There's plenty of other stuff there to blow up. Gonna get you in a suitable order. Viewers, look at me and Simba remembering how to fly the frigging jet, blowing everything up with the maximum fume.
Keep going with it, Cap, because we are desynced.
Damn. Alright, it's Cap taking control.
Looking pretty good so far, boys.
We're supposed to be looking back along that same road?
We should have a tank in your crosshairs. Yep.
I do not.
God damn it.
Not unless you designate again.
I will try designate again in a second, stand by.
Yep.
Just
You still got a pretty large convoy.
Cap redesignated. See,
You
what do
guys
you see now?
wanna
So I saw you moving it,
Strafe
and when
it.
you designated
Feel
it,
free.
flipped back to a weird
It's
place.
got bugged.
I'm going to strafe it after I use this last bomb, definitely.
You keep control.
Roger. Like, what I can't do is get a friggin' area trap.
Be careful, though. We should wait for everyone to run out of bomb.
I'm gonna try going for it and see what happens.
That would suck if we got... Yeah.
Captain Simba, 2 bombs left.
They're all dispersed, though, right? None of them are still driving, right?
Some are driving.
Oh man. I'll see if
Are they further out to the west?
Captain Simba have local cloud cover, hence we're delayed.
Signore, how's your flares?
Probably empty at this point.
Roger. I'm gonna go in for a scout run. Look for any.
I see a good.
Alright, Signore, I'm gonna go low, coming in from west to east on the road that the convoy's on.
If you
I just hit a part of the convoy that was moving.
press, it will try to box the
Station's gonna hit the
designation.
west side of the convoy.
2, 1.
Vehicles.
Oh, Simba, we hit it.
See if we can get every part of this convoy
Last
stopped.
Alright, I'm
Designated.
6,000 feet. Just look out for IR sands for me from up top.
Roger.
Alright, we got 2 columns still moving. I'll try to stop the lead column.
Alright, I'll go for the one just behind the lead. How do you get the gun, Grand Speed?
Just pull the trigger in any mode.
Roger. There was some elaborate procedure for it, but God knows.
Alright, lead convoy stop.
Just the one just behind that stop.
3 seconds.
And I think
Oh,
no IR
Good
sand
splash.
threats near the convoy.
Nope.
do you remember how to get the gun sight?
Straight with
Simba?
impunity, boys. We've got no IR.
Working on it.
Noted.
Nope.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Low altitude. Pull up, pull up. Low altitude.
Nope. I'm not sure how to select
Roger. I'm using gun cross.
gun mode.
I've just given a couple of things.
Just make sure to keep an eye on fuel.
Yep, loads. Running in. Don't lag, please don't lag, please don't lag.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Track.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
If you move the selective jettison button just 1 click to the right, push the button, you'll dump all the pylons.
Done. Going back around.
I'm scanning for targets from waypoint 2.
There's a couple of things shooting at us from the thing we're attacking. Can you try and eyeball where those traces are coming from?
Affirm.
At the moment, I can't target them.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Low.
Shit, something just happened, Simba. Don't know what happened.
Yep, we got hit by a bullet.
I got it.
Low altitude.
Alright, we have to RTB. A big thing happened there. Can you assess the aircraft for damage?
Yep.
Seem to have control again, but something really weird happened. Flight Captain Simba, just taking some mild damage. We're heading back now. I don't want to risk the hydraulics.
Roger, I'll head back with
left
you. I'm Winchester.
stabilizer's got some bullet holes.
Alright,
Say your angels.
4 and climbing. Do you want to take over flying for a bit, Simba, and I can do some navigation? It's not nice to fly. I may have got a shot. Ah!
Yeah, it should be waypoint Bravo.
Which waypoint was that?
B, it's called.
B for Bravo.
Correct. So, do you have your TSD open on the middle screen?
Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. Yep. All right, Simba. Head brake.
To the south.
Left about 40 degrees. I don't know what the actual heading is.
Southwest.
Basically along the coast, kind of this way and left. Roger, we're heading back. Better get altitude just in case we've got to glide it.
Alright, I'm gonna form up on you, or I guess you can join on me when I get there. It's up to you.
Roger, I could do with an inspection for PDA as well.
Will do. I'll need one as well. I took a shit ton of AK fire.
Just check the scoreboard. Top score at 29.
Nice.
Viewers. We've just destroyed about, whatever that is, 150.
got 20.
Now that is some nice killing, guys. It was that first run. That first run just killed everything.
Alright, Grimsby RTB Liwa.
Now we've killed about 150 vehicles. The server is nice and smooth, guys.
Yeah. I got a great strafe just right up from back to front of like one of those lines of them.
Simba, are you going to do one of your legendary backseat landings?
Is that how this goes? You get us all shot up so the plane flies funky, and then you're like, yeah, Simba, you can land it. You'll figure it out.
You need a challenge, Simba.
I need to come BDA you. Tell them to get out of burner.
Roger. Slow down a minute, Simba. They're trying to catch up. I wonder how to select steer point 0. Let me have a go. Or if I just go 0. No, you can't select 0, so I can't... Oh, no, it's B, isn't it? B or something? Yes, B, isn't it? So shift... I'll go this view. Shift, Bravo. Yeah, it friggin' worked. Right, Simba.
I'm on your left wing.
If I go to nav now, you should have navigation guidance.
I see it.
110
I'm gonna
miles.
check underneath you.
There's a dot on the HUD.
Okay.
I'll start from the left. Your left elevator looks like it's got holes in it. Your left
I
wing.
was checking.
Alright, well, it's still
Showing
flying.
70 miles.
And I've got hydraulic pressure, so 100 miles on the nose.
Change course to follow the coastline.
Man, it's so smooth now we destroyed that convoy.
Yeah.
Are we in cons?
Yeah, but it looks kind of cool, so let's keep it.
I figured I'd put us in cons so they could find us easier.
Can we up the power, Signore?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Alright. Viewers, while we're waiting, wow, look at that map. Let's go and try and watch some stuff for y'all. Imagine a lot of missiles have been fired today.
Tell Signore to take flight lead, and I will follow him.
Roger. Signore, please take flight lead, and we can follow you.
Roger.
Scenario Grimsby's about 10 miles back, 7 o'clock to Magba Jesus.
Love Mark.
Roger.
Spirit, I've got eyes on a moving convoy. I'll try to stop them.
I see you, Grand Speed.
There's a Rocky tank that's getting smashed by the Apaches in the 80s.
Hello, Bear. Bear is here. Is this power setting good? You're not having to go into burner, right?
Don't know, I'm watching the A10s, to be honest.
That's fine.
Well, I think Chef just learned how to drop the laser guided bombs.
Hell yeah.
Not exactly. I cannot get the point tracking to work anymore. So I'll have to stop the convoy with guns first.
Roger.
Well, I tell you what, it's a very different battle with Apaches and Strike Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't even need our missiles because we have air superiority. By this point, the Iraqi Air Force has got to be like fucking fucked off to Iran by now, right?
Yep.
This looks like that picture where the oil derricks are blown up, and then there's those like, or the oil wells, and then there's those jets in formation.
All we need is a couple F-16s to match it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got the picnic back.
Good formation, guys. Roger, I'm gonna begin descent, guys. Let's do this. Autopilot off.
I'm just gonna drifting. I'm gonna put him about fuel.
Well, Simba, we are 28 miles away.
Bring him back
Hey,
to
Fred,
throttle just a little
I'm just gonna follow Signore in.
Nice.
Is that Bear or Grand Speed?
Yeah, just Sonic.
Either way, this could be a kinky aero formation landing.
Mm-hmm.
We will fly over the center of the runway, 90-degree angle, and then we're gonna brake straight into the left downwind.
Watch out. Wish there was a total.
So I want,
kills.
can we do 2 ships side-to-side landing?
Yeah, Jack was about to run out of fuel, so I'm gonna go for a road landing or something.
Go for it. Okay, Signori and Grand Speed will be the first 2, and then Cap and Bear are the second 2 ships.
I just added up the units on the scoreboard because I'm not driving, and we've killed 230 ground vehicles.
Hell yeah, Highway of Death.
From Reapers, baby.
Grand Speed up with me, and then Simba and Bear, if you guys could slow down a little bit, we're all gonna break into the left downwind, but Grand Speed and I are gonna, I guess you can stay, we'll just break into base first, you'll see what I'm talking about. Pulling back on the power a little bit, coming to idle, we're gonna make a left turn, get ready. Here we go. Brakes coming out.
Sig, I'm gonna go under and to the outside.
Roger. Okay,
So
Cap
you know,
and Bear start
gear
braking
down,
out, slowing
flaps
down.
You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
Or you could just stay on downwind. Grand Speed and I will brake for final now, and then you turn in later. Alright, Grand Speed, let's go. Pull that brake up.
I don't have air brake.
Air brake coming now.
Putting it in.
On. I'm leaving it on so you can overcome it with power.
Roger.
Gear.
Yeah.
Gear's coming out.
In travel.
Flaps at 250.
Waiting. Flaps transit. Flaps deployed.
Make
Configured.
sure Signore knows to stay on the center line and to brake late.
Signori is staying on centre line and braking late. He was not very interested.
Okay, I'm gonna take the left side. Wait, who's on my left?
We've had a bit of a reconfiguring, but carry on, just don't go left.
Okay, I'll stay in the middle then.
There we go. He's got it, Simba, he's got it.
Time to slow down here.
You've got your air brake out still.
Yep, I am full chopped throttle.
Roger, do some manoeuvres.
We have to slow down a lot, guys.
Well, he took us in way too fast, didn't he? Alright, we've got it covered.
Low altitude.
Stick it down. Run long, run long, run long.
3's braking.
And reverse thrust. You can brake now.
Roger.
Well done, boys.
Sorry, Sig, that was ugly.
All right, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
take
that's
control
alright.
to get noticeable steering
Partially
and
my
all that.
fault, I guess. I wanted to do two by two, but we stayed in formation till the end.
Yeah, we were having, just for fun, I let my Wizzo land it, but he couldn't operate any of the flaps or gear or anything, so it was a bit of a mess, but it was cool though.
Yeah, no problem. It still, we did it without dying, so that's perfect. They have parking spots for us. How nice.
That's a broken neck. No 0-0 ejection seat, boys. I'll see you in debrief. I'm going to the pub. Alright, welcome back to Debrief. Star Scream, how you want to do this?
I think we can just go by what each individual group kind of did. I added a lot more units to the mission from what it used to be, because I know one of the complaints was there was never enough targets, and I still think there was enough targets, because I think at one point, I think Apaches ran out of targets, and I know way over on the east end, yeah, the 810s.
You would have killed the server anymore, it was perfect. Okay, alright, first flight, punch it.
Fire, I'll take it. Alright, Fury flight, took off from the carrier, went out to, followed tasking B, went to Al Maktoum, flew a bunch of helicopters up on the pad, went to Al Manad, same thing there, got a flogger on the ground as well, and then I had some INS problems, had to return to base to get a new aircraft, and the other two went up to Ras Al Khaimah and bombed more stuff, and I managed to get a couple bombs on target before coming back to mission, but overall successful flight.
Next flight, please.
Jarhead, Tuxo took off from the boat, seated into the AO, hit targets, and Tuxo did his own thing up high, and I was hitting targets down low. I got in, got out, went rearmed, came back, hit some more targets, then I forgot to turn on my countermeasures and got shot in the ass by a hind.
On what, behind?
From behind.
Oh, from behind. Right, I'll let you off.
Although I did get shot down by a hind in the end.
Huh.
I went nose to nose with one and he gunned me in the face.
Of course he did.
I was bored, so I thought, right, I'll do something difficult.
Alright, next flight please, and say something better.
So this is Hawk, the Strike Eagles, and Grand Speed led it, but Signori will be doing the debrief. We came in and our task was to destroy the retreating, escaping convoy of Iraqis, and we found the convoy with our ground moving target, and then used the pod from there. We dropped probably 36. We had 48 Mark 82s between the four of us. We dropped all those. We had 12 GBU-24 2,000-pound laser-guided bombs. We dropped all those. And then we went in for strafe runs. I'd say we destroyed more than 100 vehicles in the convoy, maybe more. It was fantastic. There were no ground-to-air threats. They were just in full retreat. There was a couple little small arms fire. Me and Cap, I think, took some AK fire. But other than that, it was very good. And then we RTB'd back to Liwa.
Perfect flight, guys. Literally the perfect flight. Next flight, please.
I just followed Cap's flight. Got a few hits with LGBs on targets on the convoy, but my point tracking wasn't working, so I ended up hitting moving targets just in CCIP and guns, and returned with my airframe peppered, landed safely.
Next flight, please.
I guess it's the Alouette, Canadian F-18s. I took off, attacked my targets, and then did the ultimate sacrifice on the last target because I went out of ammunition.
Nice.
And that's it.
Well done. Next flight, please.
Yeah, so that with the Leon flights. My wingman didn't turn up, so I was all lonely, as per usual. Yes, so it took off, headed over to waypoint 4 for the artillery. Caused some chaos there, then head over to waypoint 5 for the crossroads to soften up some targets there for the helos. returned to base, landed, and rearmed, refueled. Went back out again with some INS issues, so dropped my payload and chased after some Hinds in the end. I think killed 3 or 4. That's it for me.
What were you in?
M2000. C.
Huh. Next flight, please.
Yep, so A-10Cs, and yeah, the A-10's very much in their element with no surface-to-air missiles or air-to-air threats. So we just kept killing groups. We kept running out of units, having to find new areas. I think I got 32 kills. I think Cover got slightly fewer, but his game crashed midway through. But yeah, it was just it wasn't fair.
No, it wasn't, and the real one wasn't fair. Next flight, please.
RT, Aggressor, Gazelle, flew out, blew up tanks, went back, rearmed, flew out, blew up tanks, went back, rearmed, ran out of targets, so just flew around. Very quiet flight.
Lovely. Next flight, please.
The A-10A is pretty much the same thing as the A-10Cs, though I do have an air-to-air kill of a Hind.
Huh.
And I think Bendy got shut down early on by some of the AAA that the units had, so...
Oops. Alright.
If you got too close to the ground, they will still kill you.
Next flight, please. Is that it, guys?
No,
This the helicopters, the Apaches.
Mr. Harath, would you mind doing the brief for us?
Not at all, sir. So we flew out from our base to Waypoint 1, engaged a ton of targets. Tanky took a missile to the face. I took a missile to the side and made it back fine. We rearmed, repaired, went back out there and took out a ton of ground targets. Got bored and found a compound, so we decided to take that out, and someone bombed it at the same time, and I think they took Tanky out.
It's definitely us, isn't it? Alright, next flight, please.
Troop helicopters?
Danny and Jigsaw. We headed out to Waypoint 7 to start with, and then was going to go to Waypoint 6, but that was already killed by the Hogs. We flew out to Waypoint 7, used all our Hellfires, went back to FARP Paris, rearmed, and then flew back out, and then eventually met up with Sock and Harath, and we're just about to land now.
Roger, next flight, please.
Hydra took off with the Huey and Hips, headed off up to the north, and we were engaged a little bit by AAA, but managed to avoid that. Got up to the landing zone and got the guys in the Hips to hang back a bit. Also went in, took out a lot of the infantry and Land Rovers around the landing zone. Didn't quite get all of them, but the guys managed to land and discourse their troops. I headed back, and I think they had a bit of fun on the way back themselves.
Roger, next flight, please.
Yeah, so after Matrix took care of the ground forces there, we only had to shoot one, and didn't take very much. Dropped off our folks, started heading back, saw an artillery location, so we were bored, ran over there and shot it up. GAC lost both of his engines, but successfully auto-rotated, and I had my tail rotor shot off and successfully rotated, but we couldn't get a hold of Matrix to come pick us up. So
I had a US radio by that stage.
Yes.
Next flight, please.
That's it.
That's a pun, is it, guys?
Like a glove.
Is that my lot, guys?
That's it.
Right, brilliant, guys. It seems like everyone had some really good time, apart from Tanky, who got team killed in a spectacular fashion. I checked at about 45 minutes in and counted up the kills that just got logged onto the scoreboard, and it was 230. So we definitely had a good day, guys. 230 for, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 losses. That's pretty damn good. Final thoughts from Starscream.
Oh, this is always a fun mission, and I'm glad that we got to do it again, especially with the F-15s and the Apaches.
Roger, that's a lot of grey units on the map, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And bye-bye.